Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing another nail art tutorial of water marbling. In case you guys missed my first one, I've had some requests for some other, well, not designs, but I guess more ideas. So instead of just doing the white base like I did before and then putting two other colors on top, I'm actually going to make white one of the colors. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to first clip my hair up and back so it doesn't find its way into my nail polish because I don't think I'd really like that. I apologize if you can hear any construction noises or stupid sounds. I have to keep my windows open so I don't die of whatever badness is in nail polish that stinks. So, what you're going to need is you're going to need a cup or some kind of container. I use an old yogurt cup filled with room temperature water. You need some toothpicks, unless you have, I believe it's called an orange stick if you're an esthetician or have those kind of products. You're going to need white as a base coat, unless you decide to use it as another color as well, in addition to it being a base. And the two colors I'm using today are Sally Hansen colors in Pacific Blue and Blew Me Away. And you also need some tape. Some people say that oil works if you want to round your finger with oil to help repel the water, but I think that Scotch tape's a little more reliable. So, you got that, and first off, all you're going to do is paint your nails white, and I'm going to paint those, and I'll be right back. So guys, I'm going to interrupt my own video because my e.l.f. Cosmetics has come in. I'm so happy. Yay! So you guys will be getting a haul as soon as my nails are dry and I can open this box. You do not know how happy. Okay, I'm excited because tomorrow would have been 3 weeks, and it's supposed to ship with FedEx. I'll tell you this later. Bye! Okay, back to the nails. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just was really, really happy because I emailed e.l.f. Cosmetics today going, where the heck's my package? So, back to the nails. I've coated all mine in white. I do 2 coats just in case because sometimes when you drop the colors in and they have air bubbles, they'll pop and you'll want like a really bright white underneath of them, not something that's kind of faded. So keep that in mind. And the next thing that you're going to do is once they're dry, you're going to tape your nails. So as I said before, you need 2 pieces for each nail, but you can't do all your fingers at once because it just makes it more difficult to dunk your fingers in, unless of course you have a very, very wide bowl. But I'm not using anything that my dad and I would actually eat out of because as much as you'd like to clean them, you have no idea what's actually sticking to the bowl. So I have to do 1 nail at a time. So I'm going to start off with my pinky, and the first piece of tape goes right across your cuticle. If I can get it close enough, that'd be great. There we go. So you stick it there, just press it down, making a little like half loop. And then the next one that you're going to take is a little bit longer, and you're going to line it up with the side of your nail. Whoops. So you're just going to put it there. This takes a little bit of finesse. You're going to pull it underneath of your nail and get it as close to the other side as possible. So it looks something like that. You're going to have a few gaps, like it's just going to happen, but you can clean them up really easily with a Q-tip and some nail polish remover or something else you have to remove nail polish. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to unscrew the caps of your nail polish. So what I'm doing, because I'm using 2 different colors, I'm going to do these fingers, the dark Pacific Blue, and then my ring fingers, I'm going to use the Blew Me Away. So it's kind of a twist on the color blocking scheme. So I'm going to ignore these nails the first time round just so I can get the Pacific Blue one out of the way. So you have to unscrew both your caps so that you have an easier time dropping them, going back and forth, and try to remember not to do them back up. So first thing you're going to do, I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to move the camera once I do the drops just so you guys can get an idea of it, but I'll describe it as I'm doing it. So I'm taking the white first, and I'm going to do 1 drop into the container of water. So instead of gooping it off, like wiping it off like you usually do, just let it drop. And it's going to spread out like a small film. I just tightened my container, force of habit. Alright, so as you let it expand, you're going to get your next color. And again, if you have, like this one's brand new, so I'm going to have to scrape it off a little bit because I don't want a huge glob. You just want one simple drop. So, alrighty. Let's get some. I'm going to drop that in the middle of the white. And you're going to let it spread. Sometimes colors don't spread right away, so you can just add another drop. See if this helps. Alrighty, well that one's being a little bit difficult. But we'll see if it will drop of white, because sometimes when it doesn't expand, you drop the next color in, it helps it move. Sometimes it just kind of overpowers it, so we'll see if this works. And if not, we'll do a spontaneous change in colors. Alright, so that color is not going to cooperate with me, so that's fine. You might find this, I had a friend find that sparkly nail polish doesn't work that great, so it's kind of trial and error. So if you find that happens, just take your Q-tip and twist it around, because it'll attach to that really thin layer that's spread out first, and that'll suck up the rest of the colors. You'll see that it looks something, whoops, come back, no, like that. But for some reason, the blue that didn't spread when I wanted it to is spreading now. Okay, there we go. So, just chop that out. So what I'm going to do is I'll use the other blue that hopefully spreads well, because my other extreme wear spread really well. So we'll see that one, and then I'll find another color to put on those fingers. So I'm just going to loosen this up. And they've also changed the containers on me. They've changed a little bit. The lid is now shorter, blacker, and less curvy. But the bottle's the exact same. Because I checked. I thought maybe they were trying to jip me of my nail polish, but they're not. Okay, so take two. Okay. So the white spread nicely again. I actually went out and bought another white solely for this purpose because my other one was really old. Yay, it spreads! So, I think it's going to be a really nice combination because usually, like you're doing two colors, you're putting over top of the white, so the white doesn't really exist, it just helps for the nail polishes to stick. But I think with doing a white base and then doing a white and colored swirl on it will look really, really sharp. So, on to my next white dot. And you can use as many colors as you like, but the whole point for in the container is to make a bullseye effect. So I usually do at least 3 drops of each color. So now I'm on the second drop of blue. I didn't take enough. Go, go. Right. Okay. Almost done dropping them. I'm on my third blue. And if it spreads enough, I'll do one more dot of white. Come on. Sometimes it's super painful to watch them drop. You're like, come on, come on. Alright. So, because I'm filling with my computer, I will just lift it up and show you what the target looks like. So, there it is. And then all you're going to do is take a toothpick and you're going to pull lines through it, but not touching the outer film one, because when you touch that, it actually moves the entire nail polish bullseye. So go into the second drop you actually put in, so it's the first actual ring, and then you're just going to pull and twist, and you can do anything you want, and then when you find the desired shape, that's when you're going to stick your nail in. So, I'm just going to swish that around. And like I said, just whenever you like the design and think it works, that's when you should stick your nail into it. Alrighty. So, the other toothpick, you can just put it down, and you can use that one to swirl it up afterwards. So, make sure you can bend your finger. That's always important. So sometimes you gotta loosen it around your knuckle. And then you're going to take your nail and just submerge it. Make sure you submerge your nail all the way, otherwise it'll backfire. So just stick it all the way, and then after a second you're going to take your Q-tip, I always say Q-tip, your toothpick, and you're going to twist it like that around and pick up all that excess nail polish like you do in case it flubbed. Alright. You can also just pick up the container if there's an angle that you can't get at. And then other times you actually can't scoop it up as much as you'd like, and it just sticks to the tape anyways. So whatever works, works. Whatever happens, happens. You can just scrape at the side of the tape, or you can just pull your nail up, get all that water out. Okay. And some toothpicks, depending on how much nail polish you get on them, you can use again to help swirl around. But I would suggest having a lot of toothpicks. Because sometimes you can get away with using it for 2 or 3 nails, and sometimes you have to switch them twice for 1 nail. So, that's what it's going to look like. Alright? And then you're going to give that a minute, and then you're just going to pull. You can cut the tape right up the middle towards your nail, and that helps you release it in one go. So I'm going to grab my scissors because I forgot to grab those. Alright, so I'm just gonna snip this up. Alrighty. And sometimes the tape can be a little, it's not tricky to pull off your finger, but it's tricky to get off your finger when you throw it into the garbage can, which you also need. I'm very bad at the moment. Alright. Sometimes you get little water droplets, but it all adds to the effect. So that is nail number 1. So I'm going to do the rest of those nails, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so I've finished this hand, and one of the nails is botched, so I'm going to probably end up fixing that again. But that's what it looks like. So they're always different, which is a great thing. And I figured out the other color I'm going to use. I'm going to use my NYX nails in lime, because I think it's a really good combination. So I will show you what that guys looks like when it's all finished. Alright guys, so I finished the green, and it came out in a really frosty manner because of the way the white was. So that's a close-up. It just came out, so it's a little wet still. So those are what they look like before I fix that one. And hopefully this is helpful for you guys. If you have any other funky designs or ideas, just leave a comment below and let me know. And have a great day.